Today we're going to talk about using Adobe Spark to create course banners for Canvas. As I pop over to one of my classes, you'll see that on my homepage I have this nice course banner, which just makes things a little more inviting and exciting for students as they first enter your class. I used Adobe Spark to make this image, but really you can use anything if you're comfortable with other tools. Today I'm going to show you how to use Adobe Spark. So you want to go to new.express.adobe.com, and I'll put that in the description of this video. And you can do continue with email, and you can actually use your Cal State Fullerton email address and just click continue. And assuming that you're logged into Cal State Fullerton's system for email and other things, you should just be able to pick your account, and it should log you straight in there using those credentials, so you don't have to store a separate password or anything. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your stuff, and you'll see that here I have this one test geology banner that I created a bit ago, but I'm going to recreate the same thing with you. To create something new, we're going to click this plus button up here and go to custom size. And of course you can set this to whatever you would like, but if you're going to use a Canvas banner, the recommended size is 1100 by 330. And as long as you have this unlocked, it should allow you to set those independently of one another. If you have it locked, it's going to keep the width to height ratio relative to one another, and it won't let you type those numbers in. We'll do create new file. So it's getting everything ready there. And now you have your blank little banner sitting in here. You may want to name this. So I'm going to name this Test Geology 2 and click off of that, and it will just rename it right there. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add an image. So you can go to Media, and you can upload from device if you would like, and select any image that you have. Or you can use one of the images that they have here. And so I'm going to go ahead and use this image here and just drag that right onto the page. And you'll see that the height to width ratio is not quite correct, but I'm going to use a part of this image. And if I just expand it to be bigger past the size of my canvas, it will go ahead and allow me to fill that up. All right, so now I have my background image, and now I might want to write some text on there. So I'll click text. And they have some suggestions, some signs and labels, some other things, and logos, and all sorts of things that can help you develop this. But I'm going to just click the blue button up here, add your text. And I'm going to type geology, let's see, dash 101, and we'll do introduction or something like that, whatever it might be. And then you can go ahead and you can add other lines as well. Or let's say that here, you want to select the whole thing and change the font of that. You can control that over here. Maybe you want to make it bold. You want to make it bigger. You can change the color of it. So down here under fill, we can maybe change it to white and see what that looks like. And if you click off of it, it'll let you see what that looks like. So maybe you're happy with something like that. There are a lot of other things you can play with over here, like elements. And so these are brush strokes that you can add there. They have these overlays that you can add. So if I click this one, it might add that on there, and I can resize that element using these little handlebars. There we go. And it adds this little sparkle on top of everything, or like confetti that sits on top. So you can really start to play with those different things there. So this is probably not my favorite banner, but it gets you the idea of the sorts of things that you can do there. And let's say that you were satisfied with this. What you would want to do is it's going to automatically save everything for you to the cloud. That's what that little puffy cloud is there for. You want to go ahead and click download. And so when I download, you can do a PNG file or possibly a JPEG. This is best for small file sizes, and I like to keep that small in my Canvas class. So I'm going to go ahead and click download. So it's downloaded that, and it's gone to my download folder. So you can see the one I did a few minutes ago, and then also this Test Geology 2. All right, now we're ready to pop back over to Canvas, and we're going to look at how to add that to that page here. So the first thing you're going to want to do is add that image to your file structure. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Files, and I'm going to go ahead and do Upload. And you can pick, if you have other folders in here, you may want to add it to or add a folder. I'm going to go ahead and just upload it directly to here. And I'm going to go ahead and go to my downloads folder. And I'm going to go ahead and pick that first one that I did a second ago, the gold test geology, and hit open. All right, so now that's loaded here. If I were to scroll down, you would see it. I'm going to go back to my home page, and I'm going to click edit. And then let's say I'm going to add it directly under the banner that's already there. So I want to go to my images here and do course images. And then I'm going to locate that file there and click on it. And it should insert it directly in there. And then you want to click on that new image and click image options. And then change the alt text to more descriptive. So this is conveying Geol 101-introductory geology, in case a screen reader is reading that instead of someone reading the actual text on the image. If it's just decorative, you can click decorative image, but in this case, it's actually providing information. So I would give it that alt text. And then I'm gonna click done. Now you'll notice you also can set the size there, but I actually wanna do this in the HTML because this banner, I always want it to stretch 100% of the size or of the page width, but I don't want it to stretch vertically. I just want it to stretch horizontally. So I'm going to come down here to switching that to the HTML view. And I need to locate the second banner because I have two of them actually here. So here's the first one that was originally there. And here's my second one. And I can see that because here's my alt text that I just changed. And you'll see that right now the width is set to 817 pixels and the height is 245 pixels. So I'll leave the height alone, but I'm actually going to change the width to 100%. And that way the image will stretch horizontally from side to side, but it will not stretch vertically, so the height will not change. So I'm going to come down here and click update. And so now it's going to have that setting that keeps it at that nice broad width. And that's it. That's how you set the banner in Canvas. Thank you. For more tutorials, check out our YouTube channel, Faculty Development Center, CSUF. For upcoming workshops, check out our website at fdc.fullerton.edu.